Today I'm going to talk about the best, most complete set you could put together for under $100. And it's going to be something that's going to be worth more and more money as we get along through the years. I'm going to let you know why this would be such a smart idea to collect. And, I'm going to talk about some of the things that won't prevent you from putting this set together. So without further ado, the set that you could put together for less than $100. Ta-da! The Canadian Small Scent Collection. Now we're talking 1920 to date. This particular album will fill up all the way up till 1972, and that's including some of the varieties that are in there. So what makes this such a hot set to put together today? Well, first of all, we're a week out from the Canadian Mint starting their mass taking of all of the scents that are out there in banks. So these are readily available. They're readily available for dirt cheap in your dealer's scrap bin, in their cheapo foreign bin. A lot of the coins that I put together here for the whole album, it only cost me $55, and that's with all the key dates in there. And I'll show you what the key dates are. So, starting out here, so the set starts in 1920, okay? So you have King George V, the obverse on there. That's what you get on this first bracket of dates. The earlier dates is where you're going to find all the keys, okay? And they're not stoppers by any means. So the 22 at just over 1.2 million would be the first key date you'll come across. The most expensive one is the 23, which is just a shade over 1 million. The 1924, okay, and these are all basically the same with the exception of the date. There's not a whole lot that you're going to see variety-wise. The 25, which is just a hair over 1 million. Yeah, those are the stoppers, 1 million. There's none in the thousands, which is the good news. And maybe the 26 and the 30. Okay, just over 2.5 million. Those are the key dates, the stoppers. Traditionally, the 23 is going to be the most expensive coin that you're going to purchase. As luck would have it, I found that in the $4 and $3 bin. It's a coin that traditionally, goes for $25 all the way up to several $100 depending on grade. And they could go up even more further still, if they're graded ICCS through the moon, like 65, 66, and they do exist out there. So that's the first bracket, the George V obverse. And there's the 36 with dot, which they say there's 627,000, but not really, because a lot of them were melted right at the time that they were struck. And there's only maybe a few in existence. It's almost like the 1913. It counts, but it doesn't count. So moving on, we have George VI obverse, and that's what that looks like right there. We're all familiar with that obverse, and the folks up north, very familiar with the coinage. So the bracket is 1936 to 1952. Not so much 36, because 37 is the first year. All these coins, find cheap. You could find them cheap in this grade, find VF. Very seldomly do you find a mid-state example. But I put this together just to see if I could put it together. And I actually, I put this whole thing together in the last week. And I capped it off yesterday when I went to the San Jose show. And let's see, the last page, QE2. The more younger portrait. There we go. You guys are used to this design there. Excuse me, I'm just coming off a little cold. Yeah, so in this particular album, it ends in 54. It's that old. And, no stoppers here either. Although you'll find a couple nice varieties mixed in. I think the 63, the shoulder fold, and what's another date? 53? Might be 53. but it's not recognized in this set. So this right here is the most affordable, and it might even be the most flippable, depending on where you're at. The folks up in Canada, you guys are very knowledgeable on what these coins are. It might even be tough to find these key dates in a kind of like a mixed foreign type of collection that they're selling for cheap. But at the same time, I've also heard that you guys have pulled these dates roll hunting. Prove me if I'm wrong. I've seen a couple on various forums that have found these dates pretty easily. So strike while the iron's hot. There's only a few weeks left, guys, before the mint starts scooping up all of these pennies, from the very modern to the oldest. That old of the old that you see here. And I'm not so sure how long the fanfare will last. There might be a little pickup in action of these cents as a result of the discontinuation, apparently, of the program. And I would say number 2 on the list, not to discount anything that the U.S. is putting out. However, a lot of the more modern stuff, there's no way that you could possibly put something together and make money from it, because it's just not there. There's millions upon billions of mintages in some of these series. The next runner-up, second place, I would say, is the nickel collection for Canada. No stoppers, very affordable. In fact, I don't think they have any coins that are quite the price, like the 23 or the 24, 25. And I'm talking more of the modern nickels. And if Canada decides to do away with that as well, we might see a similar type of situation where there's going to be some hoarding. A lot of key dates are going to be gone and melted. They're going to be sent off to industrial yards and stuff. So, what do you guys think? Is this something that maybe you could put together? By the way, I've already sold this, and I've more than doubled my money for it. I'm pretty excited, and I'm thinking about putting together another set, because I did find a couple more of these key dates in various bins, so I have doubles and triples of a couple of the dates, and I have plenty more of these as well. Would love to hear what you guys have to say. Again, thanks for being great viewers to my channel, and I hope to provide more and more as the future comes, bar anything that's life threatening or whatever. But again, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.